And we're live, baby. Best Ball Barbecue day number 33, I think. Someone go fact check me. I think it's day 33, but we are live and we are drafting today. Big news, Combine 40s just dropped. We think that the title of the video 2 days ago was "The Books Are Scared to Drop Combine Lines" or something like that. Yeah, the books are scared to drop Combine props. So we finally have some Combine props to discuss. We got Steph coming on. We're going to do an Underdog big board draft. So loaded stream tonight. Gonna be a blast. We might as well just do some trivia, hit the trifecta of things to do on stream today, make up for the rush stream yesterday. 46 minutes. So thank you guys. I know I had to get to practice yesterday, so thank you for helping me out in a fast draft room. That really helped me out. But anyways, we're gonna get to Underdog pick'ems. We're gonna get to some trivia. We're gonna get to some drafting, but not before we hit the intro.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
All right, everybody, welcome on. Very special guest. First time on the program. Steph, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today, Tyler?
Doing good. My substitute teaching job was a lot better than it was yesterday. So I have to think that was a good day today because it was better than yesterday.
Well, that's awesome. So was it middle school, high school?
Middle school. So it was middle school yesterday, middle school today, but just better. Like, I don't know. I think sixth graders are better than seventh graders. From my short time as a substitute, felt like the sixth graders are more like respectful. So I knew the classroom I had yesterday. I saw one of the kids in the halls today, like at the end of the day, and I knew they had a sub again today, and I said, "How did the sub do today?" And he said, "Oh, you did a lot better yesterday. It took 26 minutes to get through attendance." So I was like, "All right, that makes me feel a little bit better about myself." So I'll tell you, school is different. I'm young, but like even from the time that I was there, I'm telling you, it's different. So I don't know. It's crazy.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I was sheltered. I went to like a private school from like 6th grade till like 10th grade. So I mean, yeah, they would not have put up with that. Like we had to be on our P's and Q's. Like we were expected to be really behaved.
Yeah, and it's just a different day and age. It's just like 2025 is just like all these kids got iPads. All these kids they're just all they do all day long because like they have the App Store blocked, but they have YouTube because they do like a lot of YouTube stuff with like their iPads for schoolwork and all this stuff every day. YouTube Shorts, just scroll away every day during school, and I'm like, all right. I mean, there's no way to stop this. But anyways, people don't want to hear about the state of America's youth and the school system. They want to hear about some football. So let's get started. Let's do some trivia to start it off. Then we'll dive into a draft, and then we'll do combine props while we're drafting. Is kind of the best plan of attack today. But for the trivia, West Coast, best coast, name every player that scored a receiving touchdown for an NFC West team during the 2024 regular season. Okay. McBride caught one during the regular season, correct? Or was it in the playoffs?
I think it was in the playoffs.
Wait, they didn't make the playoffs, though.
Wait, okay, so it was at the end then. So it was at the very end. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because he did.
When you asked that, I was like, wait, no, it was like the last week. Okay.
Okay. We got that. Marvin's going to be on here.
Yeah, I would assume.
Let's go Puka.
If we're doing, Puka's going to be on there.
Cup.
I don't know if Cup did.
Yeah, he had 6.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, he didn't, yeah.
Who
Let's see.
for the Rams?
Metcalf?
Yeah, Metcalf will be on there. JSN will be on there. Just anybody who caught a touchdown. So it's going to be all the big. Who's the guy? Who's the 7 for the Rams? Puka caught 3. Cup caught 6. Who's the 7?
Would have been.
There's no way.
Yes, he caught a ton.
Did he?
He caught a ton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
he caught them every week. He was catching touchdowns. So that's all of them for the Rams?
We got a couple more left. We got There's like
Did Corum or Kyron catch anything?
Kyron probably
No,
caught one, right? He had to have
I
caught
don't
one.
know.
Caught two. Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
Um,
Did Tutu catch one
I think
or
Parkinson caught one.
Withington?
Parkinson caught one, and
Okay.
I know Tutu didn't catch one because we were going over his stats
Okay.
when I drafted him.
Did the other tight end,
Dennis
Allen?
Allen.
Did Allen catch one?
I don't know. Let's get these easy ones out of the way. Let's get Kittle. Let's get Jawan Jennings.
Oh yeah, Jawan Jennings definitely caught some.
Yeah, I
Pearsall
know
caught some.
Pearsall caught some. Yep. Ricky P. Okay. CMC, no. I feel like Juszczyk had to. He always catches at least like one during the season.
Yeah, he caught one.
Yep. Okay.
And then, not me. I think Guerrero might have caught one.
I think you're right. That sounds right. Guerrero.
I don't think Mason.
Oh, he
I
didn't.
think Guerrero did. No, maybe it was Mason. He may not really catch.
Debo? Oh, we're trading Debo. He definitely caught.
Oh, Debo, yeah.
Okay. Debo, okay. All right, let's get some Cardinals here. I know Greg Dortch caught one. I remember that. He had like one catch for 9 yards for what?
Did Michael Wilson catch one?
Definitely. Michael Wilson.
I would go over there.
Okay, yes. James Conner, I probably caught one. Yes.
Not maybe Benson.
I think DeMarcado had a long one against.
Or DeMarcado. I was going to say, yeah, DeMarcado was the pass catcher, but I think I think they both might have caught one. Is there two more left?
Oh my God, DeMarcado didn't catch one. I thought he did.
Okay.
You think Trey Benson caught one?
I think one of them did.
Okay, let's go Trey Benson.
Higgins, Elijah Higgins. That's a good call because he subbed. In there.
Okay, we lost. That's unfortunate. What can you do?
They're
sharp. I don't remember Lockett catching one. Fant, I remember he caught one in week 18 because I had him in so many best ball teams, and he didn't catch any of them during any best ball worthy week. But week 18, he caught one, so that was tough. All right, there we go. You know what? Better luck tomorrow. So what can you do? All right, let's hop into Underdog. Here we go. How many drafts have you done so far?
I think I'm at like 75 or no, 77.
Okay, so that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. I think
I maxed the little board, and then so the others are big boards.
Okay. Well, this is our 100th draft, so milestone for us from the channel, and you're headlining the 100th draft. So here we go. Big board. If you want to get in, the countdown starts right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're in, and okay, we're waiting. There we go. We're in right away. Let's see who we got in here today. Hey, we got the 101, 100th draft 101. Sounds good to me. Kings of Kings, Underset, Who Hames, Aaron, Charles, Cheese, Simo, and those are the names I recognize. So friends and family draft, to say the least.
I keep getting the 101. It's almost become comical. Usually last year I was always getting like the back end of stuff, but I'm scared because I'm getting it so much that like once BBM and things come around, I'm like, I'm never gonna get it again.
Yeah. I remember like the big board last year I had a lot of back end drafts because I got like 16% Jahmyr Gibbs, and I was like, that Jahmyr Gibbs feels fun. He's definitely a high upside pick back here. So I'm just gonna take Jahmyr Gibbs when I'm presented the opportunity. So I had a ton of Jahmyr, which I didn't do anything in the big board contest. So good pick, I guess, back there, but didn't really help me. But 101, is it just Chase for you, automatic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way. So let's go Chase. Yeah, it's about 10. My first round exposures are pretty flat for the most part. The lowest guys are Jahmyr and CD, and I don't even dislike CD. I definitely want more CD than Jahmyr. Jahmyr is definitely my biggest fade. Do you have a biggest fade like in the first, specifically out of the guys that go?
Probably Achan is, and he's not really. I guess he's on the border there.
Yeah, 1-2 turn, but yeah, what's up with
Achan? I just think that he's a little overpriced this year.
Okay.
He wasn't efficient last year. I mean, we're going in at assuming that he's going to have the same type of pass catcher role. We know that, Tyreek's getting wrist surgery and stuff. So I think, there was other, Waddle wasn't necessarily healthy, and he wasn't efficient. So if
Mhm.
we don't have that to fall back on, I think there's a little bit of room for him to not pay off that price. They could draft somebody. I mean, there's a lot of situations right now. He just feels pretty fragile.
Yeah. Yeah, the fragile part definitely. Like, feels like he's been hurt kind of every year a little bit. Like the first year he was banged up, like to the end of last year too. Like that last game, like I think week 17 game, he was banged up. Maybe it was week 16. I can't remember, but I do like Achane because he catches a ton of passes. Like he's literally like he's like a slot receiver. He's kind of like CMC. Like they use him like CMC down in Miami. Like he is a certified pass catcher, so I do love that about him. But yeah, the fragile part I definitely get. Arthur Schneid, how we doing, ladies and gents? Again, Arthur Schneid's coming on tomorrow at 7 o'clock too. So make sure you're here tomorrow. We're gonna have him on. Thumbnail's already made for that, so that's good. I don't have to scramble for that. So make sure you're here tomorrow at 7 to do that. But we were talking about this in the pre-show. I want to talk about it on stream. We finally have 40 times. I literally told people, I said, please tag me on Twitter when you see that the 40 times dropped. I was on my way to the gym. I was literally pulling up in the parking lot, and I got a notification, and it said, here they are at PPR Tyler. I forget who. Let me give credit where credit is due. Who was it again? It was, I got a couple. Yeah, Texas CU fan, whoever that is. Thank you, because I saw that right away. But all the O guys are down here. We don't have everybody, which is okay. I wish we had more people, but this is what we got right now. Is there one that stands out to you specifically? Because I think we talked about the Scadaboo one 4.60. Do you think he's faster than 4? I feel like he's high 4.5s. I think 4.60 might be a tad too high for the boy.
Let's see.
I mean, I know he's not fast.
I don't think he's faster than that. I think that's a little fast for him.
Oh, you think he's slower than that?
He might be. I think that's about what he runs. I think it's close. I don't know. It doesn't really stand out to me. I think, what did they have? What was Henderson at?
Henderson's 4.41.
I feel like he might be faster than that.
Yeah, I was thinking him and Sampson are both 4.41. Who do you think is faster? Because Henderson can
I don't know. I think they could both be pretty darn fast.
Yeah.
I think they both could be below. I think they both could be in the mid to high 3s, you know?
Yeah. So
I feel like 4.1. Yeah, I feel like taking the under on that feels that he can run faster than that, you know, like hit like 4, maybe 3.9, 4.38, somewhere in there.
Gotcha. I like
with a little room. Isaiah Bond is going to be fast too.
Yeah, he's listed at 4.3 something. Where does he?
Yeah, right, I mean, I don't know if he's going to beat. I mean, that might be what he runs. They got that line. I said I probably feel a little better about maybe Trevion just because that line is higher.
All right.
You know,
well, I definitely want to make a play. So let's make a play right now on stream so we can give something out. Also, we're 2 picks away, so we'll do these picks. It's nice that we're on the 1-1, so then we can discuss for we got
a long time between.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. We got Jamar. It's always interesting trying to like get unique here because I feel like there's a ton of like Bucky's always there. T. Higgins is always there, but like all these guys that are like we didn't get any like fallers. We can try and get unique by going someone like James Cook, maybe Marvin Harrison, or what are you thinking here with these 2 picks? Anyone that stands out on the board for you?
We could do like either Bucky or Brees, and then maybe like somebody like Marvin Harrison would be fine with me.
Let's go Brees and Marvin. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Let's do that. Yeah, I think Marvin's in like I love buying in on like year 2 players that we absolutely loved pre-draft, and then they don't like meet expectations the first year, and it's like, oh, they're done. Nope, they're not. They're never going to be what we thought they were going to be. Like the perfect example I always talk about is JSN. JSN was like first receiver, like everyone's undisputed wide receiver 1, everyone, and then he has a bad year. It's like, oh no, JSN's done. He didn't have a single game. He didn't have a single game his rookie season over 65 yards, which is insane. And then he does what he does last year. So
yeah, he threw to him at the line of scrimmage. I mean,
yeah,
that's there's a reason also, and he had the wrist thing. But I mean, yeah, we used to not expect people to break out like right away.
Yeah,
like it seems like our our patience has gotten less and less. And,
Yeah.
and he didn't have that bad a season. Like, honestly, if you look at like some of the advanced numbers, it's not like something that's like a glaring red flag. Like, I think he
Yeah.
still definitely can break out.
I agree. Back to the 40s here real quick. One that stood out for me is Hampton, and where is he? Caleb Johnson had the exact same time. And Caleb Johnson, I feel like, is known for being a speed guy, is he not? I feel like he's known for like size, speed, like really fast, like kind of guy. And Amarian Hampton, I love Amarian Hampton, but he's not known for his speed. Like I don't think when I watch the two, I don't think he's as fast as Caleb Johnson. I think Caleb Johnson is like definitively faster. Maybe not definitively, but I do think Caleb Johnson is faster than Hampton. So I feel like I saw Huhaim say will be over 4.45. I disagree. I think he's faster than 4.45. If we're comparing him to Hampton and we're assuming that both like that's the betting line for them, because they could easily both go slower than that. Maybe like one's 4.47 or something like that. So I feel like Caleb
I got one of them at like approximately 4.5 and one at approximately like 4.44.
Okay.
So,
Which one's at 4.44?
Opposite.
Okay. See,
Caleb.
But I feel like I watch Caleb and I'm like, this guy's really like that's his thing. Like he's not really good.
He might play faster too.
Maybe,
you know,
that could be it too. Yeah.
Play speed can be deceiving.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like I think training for this thing does matter, because there are like I feel like because I think Marvin Harrison talked about it, he's like, I'm not training for the 40. I'm not running the 40. I'm training to be an NFL player. I already know where I'm going to go. I'm going to be a top 5 pick. Like, why do I have to train for the 40? So I do think most of these guys do train for the 40, which can definitely help like maybe previous 40s they ran. Like this is definitely the time where like there's literally like coaches who are like, all right, here's how to run the 40 fast. You know what I mean? I'm like, get the best possible and all that.
Yeah, getting off the block. I mean, and things like that, to have those splits. I mean, like somebody that's a track athlete is going to have obviously like an advantage, because I mean, there is, that reaction time and stuff. They're not used to, like you say, just necessarily running a sprint. So game speed and what they're clocked at can be very different from running the 40. But also running the 40 straight up doesn't have a huge correlation with NFL performance either. I mean, overweight things. Well, for running backs
is more important definitely than like receivers. It is.
The 3-cone has a little bit of a correlation for performance.
Yes.
Actually, the shuttle drill is a little bit more for success.
Yeah, that's why everyone thought DK was going to be a bust, because he had did he have an awful 3-cone or something?
Yeah. He was like really bad. But again, that's receiver, so it's a little different.
Okay. Brees, Jamar, Marv. We could go DK. I do like DK. We're just talking about him. Anybody else that's saying out on the board to you? I definitely want to get your takes, because I obviously
let's see. We can do DK, and I kind of like maybe like Addison or Adams, one of the receivers.
Yeah. Let's go Addison. I don't have a lot of Addison. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just scared. I don't know why I'm scared, because he was pretty good last year. Like when he was playing, he was actually really good. Kevin O'Connell, like it's just like the Vikings offense is just like an offense you want. I feel like no one really talks about it. Like it's like everyone's worried about the QB. Like I don't think KOC gets enough respect for being like I think if somebody told me KOC is the best play caller in the league, I wouldn't say they were insane. Like, look at what he did with Sam. Like, he doesn't get enough credit for what he did for Sam Darnold. Like, people Sam Darnold's like had a really good season, and what did he do before that? Absolutely nothing in the league. He was on his way to be a career backup and career bust, and now he's probably going to make like $20 to $30 million a year when whoever he signs with. So I like KOC. I think it's just like an offense you want a part of. We always talk about wanting Niners. We always talk about wanting, Chiefs and all these Miami and all these pieces. No one talks about like, oh yeah, I want to have a piece of the Vikings offense because they're high paced, they play indoors, and their play calling is great. So I like having some of the Vikings guys. So
I agree. I really actually think that JJ McCarthy's going to be good. Like, I don't think he's going to be bad. And I think, like you say, some people just elevate the people in their offense. And I definitely think that Kevin O'Connell is one of those people. Like, he's a good coach. And like you say, I don't
Yeah.
think he gets enough credit. And I think he's going to work to his strengths. And I mean, he made Sam Darnold look great. And we know that they have legit studs across the board on offense. And yeah, I mean, Jordan Addison can take the top off and bust out for those big games and have those big high ceiling. And this is best ball. We don't have to know when to start him. So he's one of those that is definitely a better in best ball.
Yes.
Feels really good. And, you have, between like him and Marv now, like, if we're looking, it's like, hopefully they can kind of have, they might not have a big week every week, but it's like when one of them's down, the other's up, type ping ponging effect and getting that ceiling on the team, which is what I prefer to play for ceiling.
Yeah. And Addison is their deep threat. No one talks about that, but like JJ's not really their deep threat. He's like their intermediate intermediate guy that can turn things into like some more yak. He's not the biggest yak guy, but he's like a top 2 receiver in the league. We know that, but like winning like go balls, like isn't necessarily like how he wins most of the time. You know what I mean? Addison's kind of the guy who is their vertical threat. So maybe like just a good, like you said, a better best ball player than he is in managed leagues. And I know KOC won coach of the year, but I'm more talking like in the fantasy community. I feel like people don't give the Vikings the respect they deserve. And you could say, Tyler, you live in Minnesota. I'm not even a Vikings fan, so I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I want to get back to this comment made me laugh. Looks can be deceiving is what I say about my Hawk. Just Tyler coming in, playing the hits.
Always.
Yeah. All right, 4 picks away here. Let's see. Brees, Jamar, Marv, DK. I love this receiving.
I don't want to say what I would want to do quite yet because I'm sure we have some people in the room. So I'll talk when we're on the clock. Right. Scroll up to the top of the ADP
we're up top. Yeah.
Oh, we are at top. Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking down here. Oh yeah. I got some ideas too. Let's see what Wayne O does here. Let's see. Goes Jennings.
All right. Well, so I was hoping one of those rookie running backs made it back, but they didn't.
The Judkins is there.
Yeah, I'm a little lower on
that's
him.
Fair.
Like Hawk. If you wanted to, since we have Minnesota, we can do Hawk, and then we can do a receiver.
Let's do Hawk, and then what? Receiver wise, Igbuka's good.
I like that. We could also do Jennings when I don't.
Yeah.
I probably Ibuka.
All right.
Of the guys that are there.
Yeah, let's get a rookie on the team anyway. Might as well get a rookie.
Yeah, let's get some young guys.
Yeah. If I'm gonna be overweight,
really old, but
yeah. If I'm gonna be overweight on any of the rookie receivers, I think it's definitely like Igbuka and McMillan. I want, because I feel like Burden is such a controversial receiver prospect. But like I've seen people say he's like their wide receiver 1. I've seen people say he's like their wide receiver 7. So he's all over the place. But Igbuka is like pretty much like anywhere from like 3 to 5. Like people, I feel like we kind of know what we're gonna get from Igbuka. So I don't know.
I feel like Igbuka's a lot safer because it's like Burden might just end up being like kind of more of a slot guy and a little bit more just gadgety. But I mean, we'll see. Like there's still some smart people that really like him. I'll go a lot also on what it comes around where he ends up going in the NFL, landing spot's going to matter. But in these contests, all the guys that are projected to go early, I want some of for sure. And because, they can rise, these rookies. And that's what we want. We want to find the guys that are we want to get the better closing line value.
Yeah. 100%. All right. Yeah. Just looking at the team here. Yeah, I like Hawkinson. I guess for the same reason I like Addison. And he was like the tight end, like when he was healthy originally, and like Kirk was there, so maybe it's a little bit better for the offense as a whole because they were passing a ton. That year, 2023, they passed a ton because their running backs were Madison and Chandler, and like they just like we cannot run the ball, so we are just going to throw it, which was fair. And Hawkinson was like tight end, like top 3 tight end weekly toward like the end of the season there. Like he was awesome. and I think he's still got some of that left in him. Like, I mean, round 6, I'm willing to take a chance there. But are there any, since we're kind of on the topic of rookies, are there any rookies like you just like love? Like tight end, could be any position, like at their ADP, like running backs, receivers, tight end, quarterback, anyone that you're just like all in on. I know you're a Jack Besh stan, but like is it Jack Besh or is it somebody else?
He's all right. I mean, I mix him up in the back, Okay. I would say I like all the 3 guys that could be RB2 right now. I think one of them is for sure going to rise probably with the combine. So I probably like Hampton and Travion a lot. I'm a little lower on Caleb, just because it seems like the NFL at the moment, I haven't heard the buzz as much going on Caleb Johnson, but he's still in the mix. But I think all of them are a really good value right now that we could see increase in value. I think Trey Harris is a pretty good value. A lot of people don't like him. I feel like he could have a little bit bigger ceiling. And then, there's a lot of those late guys that I think, you can just kind of mix in your favorite ones.
Yeah.
At that back of the draft, I do like to take chances on rookies more than just guys that have a role, but it depends on your team. If you're already really heavy on rookies or not.
Yeah, 100% agree. Like I kind of talk about it where it's like this range when we start getting to Braylon, you're looking at Braylon, Eckler, Javonte, Roshan, and then you got guys like Harvey, who I love, obviously.
I like Harvey too.
And then Martinez, you got Jordan James, you got Tootin down there. Like, I'd rather have all these guys than like Estime. You know what I mean? Like, if Estime was in this class, he'd be like near the bottom. He probably wouldn't have been he probably would have been like a 7th round pick or a 6th round pick. Like, it's just, I don't know.
And Denver's going to probably draft somebody too.
Yeah.
And I saw on Coach Speak today, they talked about number 1 priority. So we could definitely, we could go Kyler, and let's see what other running backs we could do. Like maybe like Etienne or Pollard.
Like Pollard's fun.
I don't ever take Pollard. I don't ever take Pollard.
Let's do Pollard because I feel
we can take him. Yeah,
I feel like he's
past ADP. He's not usually here. That's why I'm like,
oh my god, yeah, he's at. Oh, I was.
Yeah, he's way past. Let's take him.
Pollard, yeah,
he's the value for sure.
Yeah,
100%. And I don't get enough.
Yeah, I think Pollard, like, I don't know why I don't like Pollard more. I feel like he's just kind of like a name, and he didn't close the season strong because he was hurt. So, like, he doesn't have, like, that buzz like Spears has, because it's like everyone remembers Spears, like, crushing in the fantasy playoffs because Pollard was out. But when Pollard was in, Pollard was actually kind of killing it on a team that was awful. If this team's just a little bit better, like, Pollard's probably going to be a beneficiary of that. And it's like, I feel like he's pretty insulated from one of these rookies that we love coming in and taking a spot because Spears is there. And it's like they already got some money like locked up. Like they paid Pollard a decent amount. It wasn't like anything crazy, nothing like that it's going to break the bank for them. But it's like they got a lot of needs. And we know they're not taking a round 1 running back, assuming they don't trade down. And it's probably it's very unlikely they take a round 1 running back. Round 2, probably not. So like if maybe they go, round 4 or 5, that's fine. I don't care about that. It's like Pollard feels pretty insulated. It's a head coach that wants to run the ball. So I like Pollard. I think he's a better value, and I think I need to have definitely a lot more exposure to him because I think he's a little disrespected right now in drafts.
For me, it's not so much the player take. I think it's more the structure I tend to build in. A lot of times I'm not grabbing a running back there quite yet. Yeah. A lot of times I'm still like grabbing a receiver or maybe my first quarterback or something, or, just a different position. So a lot of it, I think, is just more gone into structure because I don't dislike Pollard. But he doesn't jump out as like, oh, that's somebody I have to get. He's just like, oh, yeah, he's solid. It's kind of what it feels like, So, but I definitely do think it's a smart guy to have more in because, he looked good when he was healthy. He wasn't healthy towards the end. Like he was like constantly. I remember when I was doing like waivers, it was like always trying to predict if he was going to play or not because it was like he wouldn't practice and he was like consistently a DNP and then still playing. You know, and even then, obviously, we saw Spears smash when he was out those couple times. But I mean, I think Pollard can easily, when he's a little healthy again, get back there, and they still want him probably as the lead back in that offense. And like you say, they run the ball a ton.
Yeah, 100%. What's nice is like I can look at the exposure on screen and be like, oh my God, I have 2.1% Pollard. I probably wouldn't have thought it was that low the way I just talked about him. And like the thing is, that's all thanks to bestballoverlay.com, where you can use code PPR Tyler for $10 off each month, $30 with my code, 40 without. So make sure you go grab that. Had to pay the bills there a little bit. Make sure you like the video too. Like the video. 30 likes, we're going to do a second draft. You're more than welcome to stay. We're probably going to do a second draft either way, to be honest, but still like the video. You're more than welcome to stay if you want to, but feel no pressure that you have to. So I feel like I never book anybody for 2 drafts. You know what I mean? But if you want to, you definitely can.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
I'm down to chill. Yeah. So if we get the likes,
yeah, get
the button,
likes.
guys.
Hit the button and toss a sub too while you're at it. We are at, let's see, what are we at right now? 955. We are 45 away from 1,000. We're doing the hot wing stream, as you all know. 10 sauces from Hot Ones, 20 rounds of drafting, assuming we get there before the draft, which I think we will. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome time for you guys. Not an awesome time for me. It's going to be a lot worse. Last year was like, I feel like on a scale of 1 to 10 of how bad it was, because we did the beat up sauce. And I feel like it was like a 5. Like it wasn't really that bad. Like it was hot, but like it wasn't that bad. So I feel like this year, it's going to be like a 9. Like it's not going to be good. So make sure you drop a like if you want to see me die while drafting a team. One of the unforeseen challenges I had was, trying to click names with one hand, like, because I can't, it's like hard to wipe the sauce off. I don't want to get my mouse all dirty. So that was the challenge last year. And look at out here, just Mr. Charity himself, handing out subs left and right. Thanks, Ty. I appreciate you, man. All right. We're 1 pick away. We talk about Trey Harris. I like Trey Harris too. We could do a double Tennessee thing. I don't think it's a bad back, or Devin Neal. Any of these guys stand out? Fellas, we kind of have to go one running back here though.
Yeah, I agree. And we got later quarterbacks set up, so we don't really need to worry about that. We have Hawks, so I feel solid. So let's get Trey Harris.
Okay.
And you know what? I don't hate doing the handcuff thing. They're neither one are super high price. We got a good value. Let's just go Tennessee running back as a move and do this. I'm in. I think it's unique. And I like the price on it. It's not bad at all.
One of the things last year I remember was like they were kind of talking like it was going to be a 1A, 1B, and it really kind of like they were really tough. They were preaching 50-50 all off season, and it was actually a lot of Pollard. Spears was hurt in the beginning of the year, so maybe that had something to do with it. But if this does like end up being a 50-50 thing, it's like this. I normally hate doing running backs from the same backfield, but this one feels like they could ping pong weeks. Like there's a higher possibility of them going back and forth on weeks than like, Bijan and Algier, something like that. So,
and you're spending a first round pick on Bijan, so you want him to be the guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, I did it a lot a couple years ago with Miami backfield, and it paid off. It's worked in the past with like even Pittsburgh. You could have done like Najee and Jalen Warren, but there's some offenses that especially when they're going to run the ball a lot, it just works well. It's just like, and you're going to get the production, and you're just going to soak it all up.
Yeah, and if you did go Pollard Spears last year, Pollard was a pretty good pick for the regular season, and then Spears did kick ass in the later round in the fantasy playoffs. So like that actually wasn't like a bad, like if you did it like you made it to the playoffs, because like neither of those guys like actually crushed their ADP by any means, but if you had both those guys in the fantasy playoffs, you probably had a pretty good team. You were short at one running back, but Spears was like, I forget where Spears was, probably the same range last year, somewhere in this range, somewhere like 10 to 12 round.
Yeah, I feel like it. A lot of the handcuffs were around there.
Yeah.
I feel like he was pretty close. I would have to go back and look, but
who looks more funny with their Guardian cap on, Spears or Achane? I feel like both of them look funny.
They both look pretty silly.
I think it's because they're so short. I don't know why. It's like they're shorter.
Yeah, it's because they're little. It looks like a kid with a big,
Yeah, it's like Like linemen or tight end, it's like, oh, whatever. They're big. They got the guarding cap on. Who cares? But it's like these smaller running backs. It's just like they just like look a little funny. So I think that's always
I
fun
still
about
want to
that.
know how much those actually help. I haven't looked at all the
Yeah, I don't know.
statistics on.
My brother he plays football, and he got a concussion his freshman year, and we wear I say we because I coach, the
Yeah.
players wear guardian caps during practice, but not during the game. So like everyone has to wear it during practice. Every kid has one, and he got a concussion in practice with the guardian cap on. So, but he also had a hit like I guess he at that point he had a history of concussions, so he has two now in like the past 2 years he's played. So we'll see. Now, so then he started wearing that Q collar, the thing that I feel like linebackers usually wear. Like Kincaid wears it. All those like Luke Kuechly, I think was like the first guy to wear it. And I guess the science
Yeah.
behind it, which I didn't know, I see guys that wear it, but I guess what it actually does is like I think it was like from like the Navy SEALs. It like restricts blood flow, so more blood stays in your head, so your brain moves around less. I think that's the actual science behind it. So very interesting. I put it on. It's not very comfortable because
It doesn't sound very
it
comfortable,
restricts
honestly.
blood flow. So all right, we're on the
Yeah.
clock.
Well, I think one of these. Go to quarterback real quick.
Yeah, QB. We could just
Yeah,
do.
because we should probably just go ahead because we're on the turn and get Oh, is
What are you thinking?
is
What are you thinking?
is he gone?
Who?
Shoot.
Let's go. Let's go, Bryce. I want to
Yeah,
go Bryce
I
because
didn't
then we can
realize.
just pick
I was
Coker
like,
right here. We can just go
well,
Coker.
no, we had Minnesota. I was like, oh, JJ's gone.
Yeah,
I
McCarthy's
didn't see that
gone,
he went. Yeah,
unfortunately.
I was like, darn. We could do.
Gino
Yeah,
might
let's
be
do
the way back
Coker. Why don't
around.
we do? Let's go Coker and
Yeah.
make the stack.
Yeah, let's go Coker. I really like Coker. I watched Coker's kind of just his season highlights, and like the stats don't jump out at you because he was a really late start. But like some of like just when you watch him, you're like, this guy looks like an NFL receiver. He doesn't look like he got lucky and was just like a like he was just like he just got volume. He doesn't feel like a volume guy. He feels like a guy who was efficient with what he had, and maybe I don't know the numbers, but it
No,
felt
they
like
were great. They were
yeah, they were
very good.
great. Yeah, so there we go.
Well, Holy Cross guy. I mean, he went undrafted, but I was in on him pre-draft last year. I got to watch him live at the Shrine Bowl local here, which was up the street from me. They did it, unfortunately, a little further this year, so I didn't pop in and go because they did it actually Cowboy Stadium instead of the practice facility, which is closer to me.
Gotcha.
Here in Texas, but yeah, and he stood out like in the league. Like he was really good and he looked good last year and he was very efficient. I think he's going to continue to have a role and, I do think they're going to pick up somebody, but honestly, like, yeah, he did great last year. So
yeah,
at this price, I'm in on it.
It's funny because Leggett goes higher, but it does feel like Coker has a little bit more juice. Like, and this is coming from a guy who was all in on Leggett last year, but it feels like Coker like kind of had the more impressive season in a way. Where like I don't know if the numbers.
He did.
Did he have better numbers than Leggett?
He did. Yeah. I mean, he's still now. I'm not going to totally discount it because Leggett was obviously a first round pick.
Yeah,
and I do still like. I'm not going to just like throw out draft capital.
Yeah.
But, if this year it kind of keeps playing out that way, there's a point where they might just go with Coker and, if they draft somebody and, they're trying to, because who knows what Thielen's going to end up. He looked pretty decent last year. He most likely still on the team.
Yeah.
They could cut him and save a little bit of money, but he's not like a glaring, like obvious cut right now. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. And I mean, and Bryce really liked Thielen as a safety blanket. So I do think he's probably there as well, but it'll be getting him some weapons. It'll be fun, but yeah, no, Coker's numbers were better straight up than Leggett's.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at everything, the advanced stats, but I did look often again when I was doing waiver stuff and things, and Coker was always jumping out like he was legit.
Yeah, I remember Bryce Young did an interview at the Super Bowl on John Gruden's show, and he was just talking about like Yeah, this Coker guy just kept like in training camp, like we kind of saw it, and then he just kept making it was his words. He just kept making play after play after play, and he eventually played himself on the field. And Bryce Young even went so far as to say as like he went from a guy that as like just a body that we needed out there to a big part of our future. He used the word big, like the term big part of our future. So that, and again,
Mhm.
that's it's a little bit of a grain of salt. The people say that stuff all the time, but I don't know. It's good to hear for a guy who's, undrafted from Holy Cross who did have a good season. So like, I do, value that a tad. So I like that.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
I know what one of our picks is going to be, assuming, but
Okay.
I don't want to say it because I don't,
Okay.
again, and I didn't look at the board close enough to see if anybody, where the other person is. We'll see. Hopefully.
Let's see. Wayno. Yeah, the Stafford stuff is interesting too. They're like
Well,
Jordan Schultz out of the
we,
clouds today is like, yeah, he's actually skiing with Tom Brady. Like, and then Schefter had to tweet about it. It was
oh,
like,
yeah.
actually, no, like that was weird. Gino?
Well, Gino, yeah, that's who
Yep.
I was looking
Okay.
at as our
Yep.
obvious pick for our
And then we need
third
a running back.
quarterback. We could, let's see, scroll. Yeah, go just to him. You said, well, you like Harvey? Let's do Harvey.
Yeah, you got me. I love Harvey
I
so
mean,
much.
that's what you said. He's your
Yeah.
guy, and
I will say
I like him. I don't have enough.
Blake Corum is like 14,
I
16
know.
picks best ADP, but
I
I'm not a
know.
huge Corum person.
I probably should have taken him. I didn't look that. Yeah, 154.
You
Well,
want to go Corum? We can still go him. We can still do it.
we can. I never do. Yeah, let's go it. Let's take the value.
Let's do
It's
it.
probably the smarter move.
The only reason I say that is A, because it's a discount, and B, I do
Oh,
already have so much
everybody's all.
Harvey.
Yeah.
So it's
And,
always
and
good. Yeah.
that backfield is like, I don't want to fade it. And I don't get a lot of
Yeah.
Kyron and I don't get a lot of Corum. And I do think that it's going to be legit again. I mean, it's the Rams backfield. So that doesn't feel like a smart way to play it. It's like one or the, now they could draft somebody, sure. But I don't, I mean, and this is the preseason contest, but still, those are things you want to think about. Like when you don't take a guy, what bets are you making? Are you going heavy on the other guy? Are you fading both? It's like, is that really what you want to hang your hat on? Even if you don't like the individual players, you got to think of the situation.
Do you have a take on the Stafford thing?
I mean, I saw the same thing as you, basically, that like him and Tom Brady just magically appeared at the same place together. And
yeah, let me see if I can find.
I mean, because they're talking about if it was tampering or not, and I'm like, I don't believe for a second that it was accidental. It seems pretty intentional.
Yeah, I mean the whole.
Well, I mean, if he ends up there, Brock Bowers go boom. I mean, that would be my big take.
Yeah,
I mean, Stafford would definitely make me pretty damn excited about their passing game.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Jordan Schultz report.
Yeah, Jordan, I saw Jordan was like, there's no way
Here it is.
that
Yeah.
Jordan was saying the same thing, that there's no way that it was accidental.
Like all right.
Brady's
so Jordan Schultz
tampering.
doubled down on it. So here's the original tweet. Raiders minority owner Tom Brady recently hosted Rams QB Stafford at his home in Montana, where they spent time together and went skiing. Brady has been, I thought this was a Centel for a minute. By the way, Centel got banned today on Twitter, which is a travesty. We need to get him back, or them back, whoever it is. Brady's been actively trying to convince Stafford to join the Raiders, and discussions are ongoing. Several teams are interested in Stafford if the Rams decide to move him, with Las Vegas believed to be the most aggressive suitor. Then we get this Rappaport tweet that's up here. Ran into each other at a ski resort in Montana. The meeting, unplanned, was not extensive or in-depth and did not include Brady hosting or recruiting Stafford, despite reports saying so. And then Jordan Schultz, let me go back down here, doubles down on it. He says, if you really think Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford just happened to run into each other at a ski resort in Montana, of all places, at the exact same time, I've got a bridge to sell you. They were together over the weekend. It happened. Multiple teams are interested in Stafford, and Brady has been leading the charge to get him to the Raiders if the Raiders decide to trade him. So it's Jordan Schultz versus Rappaport. And if we're going off track record alone, it's we probably want to believe Rappaport. But I don't know. I wonder how much is there some, I don't know, how much personal interest does you think like a guy like Rappaport have for like anything? I don't even know. So
I mean, Rappaport hasn't always been. I don't think he's necessarily untouchable. I mean, I feel like Chef D's above him still, and Rappaport's still like made. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. But I kind of feel like I'm not stupid. I'm not naive. I don't believe that they just showed up together.
yeah.
Similar thing. And I mean, Tom Brady. Yeah, like the chat's been saying, it's not like he's been above taking advantage, taking edges, and cheating a bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I also like this too. So this was from the Stafford trade. My favorite nugget from the Stafford deal. This is when he went to originally went to the Rams from the Lions. Sean McVay and his fiance Veronica were in Cabo while all this was going down. Stafford and his wife Kelly also happened to be there. So just anytime Stafford's just rumored to be dealt, he just happens to. I think that actually supports Jordan Schultz's story more than Rappaport. That they happened to Sean McVay and what happened to be in Cabo. So I don't know. It's just the same thing, just a different just a different vacation home spot.
Yeah, that seems pretty interesting. I mean, I'd be pretty excited. I mean, then I'm curious, who ends up on the Rams if Stafford goes.
Well, the now the talk for that is Rodgers.
I heard that, and I don't.
Davante Adams.
I don't love that. I mean, he did not look that great.
I don't love it for Puka. I tell you,
I don't. That's what I mean.
Puka.
That's what I'm. Yeah, I'm like, I don't love that. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense where we're hovering. Actually, both of those maybe.
We could go JT for Carolina,
and both of them actually make a lot of sense because we have Kyler.
Yeah, do you want to go Michael Wilson?
Yeah.
Any running backs, or we could buy just to get 2 late guys if you want to.
Yeah, I think we can just tack on something late here. That makes a lot of sense. Let's stack it up.
JT and M Wilson. There we go. So we're good at receiver. So probably 2 more running backs and a tight end on this team is kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, let's make a parlay.
I think running backs are our big thing, and then we can just get somebody late at tight end. Usually there's somebody we can find. We still have pretty strong start with Hawk, I feel like.
Yeah. I do want to submit something for this because I did promise the people that we were going to give out fucking locks, and I plan on
I mean, I think Samson could be pretty fast.
I like Trey Harris faster. I think I feel good about that.
Okay.
Trey Harris and Travion faster.
Yeah, I feel good about both of those.
Okay. Let's start. Let me refresh this. Maybe sometimes they just be adding players and you just miss them. So let's go 40 time. Okay, let's go back down here. All right. Tez 437. Yeah, he's like 155, so I wouldn't be shocked. You better be fast.
Yeah.
Like Samson?
I think Samson's faster. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, and then do you want to go now? We can go slower on Scatabo. Or like I thought Milrow at 4. I know Milrow's fast, but even Richardson, who's fast, didn't run 4.38.
How much does Milrow weigh?
That's a good question. Milrow weight. Milrow weighs 225. What was Richardson? Like 245? Richardson weighs
he's bigger than that.
255. So he's 30 pounds lighter. Okay.
Yeah. So he could run that then. I mean, Milrow's pretty athletic.
I know he's athletic, but 4.38 is like.
Yeah, but I mean, it is, but he's a lot, like you say. That feels. I do think Bond could be faster than that, but that line just doesn't feel great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like that's pushing it.
Burden at 4.41 felt fast as well. I know Burden's fast. He's a great yak guy, but is he 4.41? Is he 4.3? He's fast. I don't know. You're just basically betting on him not to run a 4.3 almost,
Yeah.
Gold. I don't even know Gold. I need to watch more Gold, so I don't even have a take on him. He's 4.41. Judkins. I've watched Judkins, and for reference, I always use Ray Davis because I know Ray Davis ran a 4.51, I believe. Or is it 4.51 or a 4.52? And I think Judkins is faster than Ray from just watching.
The time I had estimate for him is 4.49.
Okay. I just feel like he's faster than Ray Davis, and Ray Davis ran a 4.5.
So,
22.
I mean, I think that's I feel like he could be faster than that.
Okay, so take off Scatterbo. We can roll with these 4. We're going faster.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's put 10 on it. 10, and we're not flex playing this. We're going for it all. Yeah, so let's just recap real quick. Okay, so I want to make sure we got it. Faster on Travion, faster on Trey Harris, faster on Sampson, and faster on Judkins. We good to go there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's do it. All right. Lock it in. Those are the plays. Those are the plays.
You want to post the link there?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Share. Copy. Copy.
You know, I don't think I can do it. Unfortunately, my thing never lets me join the chat. So I may have to go back and like watch it to put them back in.
You're good. Yeah, that's the play. That's the play. That's a winner right there. I
like it. I like it.
I could feel it. If that hits, I'll split it with you because you gave. You don't.
There we go.
Don't worry about paying the entry fee.
There we
I'll
go.
the entry fee. If it hits, I'll split it with you.
Sounds like a good deal.
All right, we need some running backs. I love Brashard. I think Tootin I do want more of. I was out on him, but now I'm in. So
let's do it.
Both of them?
I'm good with both of them. Heck yeah.
Perfect. Let's do it. It's always, I love it when it's that easy. And then we'll go. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get one of these round 20 tight end guys. Yeah.
Well, we're going to get a round 20 tight end. Well,
yeah. Well,
whether it's someone we like or not.
I meant like one of those rookies.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Like.
They know. That's what I feel like.
Are we sure they know? Do they really know?
They know. I think they're already gone. Yeah, no, they're already gone. Mason Taylor's just
some are gone. Some are gone.
Yeah, some are gone. They'll get the two guys that you could get. Like I remember when it was Mason Taylor and Arroyo used to be. You could get one of them in the 20th, no problem. And now they go a little earlier.
Yeah.
How much Taylor?
I have quite a bit.
I got 21% Taylor. Yeah, I also didn't realize that was Joy Taylor's brother. I had no clue.
Wait, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, Joy Taylor's brother, or half brother, or something. They're related. They're it's either half brother or full brother. I did not know that. And
I didn't know that part.
Does that make me more in on or more out on Mason Taylor? It makes me more in because there's Jason Taylor, who's a NFL Hall of Famer. I think I'm more.
Well, I knew that he was. Yeah, we knew that he was the dad, but I didn't know the other.
I didn't know he was the dad.
So all I know is he's one of the only tight ends apparently that's going to do combine stuff. So we will at least get to see him perform. Yeah. And for tight ends,
Who are the QBs that are throwing? They said Ewers is throwing.
Shador's not throw. Yeah, if you could call it throwing, sure. As someone that lives in Texas, I mean, but
are you a Texas fan?
Not really.
Okay.
I went to UNT, so
gotcha.
Mean Green.
Machine?
Unfortunately, we were not Mean Green, but yeah, we never have much. Okay. We don't have much, so yeah, definitely wasn't a fan there. No, I mean, if I'm going to pick, Texas would still probably be college that I Texas OU weekend I root for him. So there you go.
Gotcha.
But Ewers is not good.
Yeah, I know everyone's out on Ewers, Let's see, QBs throwing at the combine. They were like, Cam Moore was like, Cam Moore might throw, which is crazy to me because he's like,
I thought he wasn't throwing. I didn't know he wasn't.
No, it says not among 3 QBs who will definitely. They said Cam Ward not among 3 QBs who will definitely be throwing. I saw a report that said he's considering it, but he's probably not going to. But I feel like he's one of those guys that wants to compete. You know what I mean? Like he feels like a real competitor. Is like, I want to throw the fucking ball, And I feel like
if nobody else is going to, but if nobody else is going to, that's the top, because he's still projected to be the top. And it's like, you could kind of maybe only go down especially if you're the only one. But unless he's trying to be the number 1 overall pick, because they're talking about I don't think he's consensus. He's not really the consensus over 1 pick.
Yeah.
Right now. So that might be the only thing. I'm watching. There's somebody that if he's there, I'll take. If not, we'll have to pull up. You can pull up tight ends.
Okay. Yeah. Dart is throwing. Riley Leonard's throwing, and Milroe's throwing. Milroe needs to have a great day throwing. And like
Milroe's got his little small hands.
Does he have small hands?
Yes, that was the knock. He has small hands.
Oh no. So did Burrow though. Remember that Burrow tweet? It was like, That was funny.
I think that I don't know if there is. I don't know like in relation to Burrow how small they are, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, because Milrow would have probably been, if we liked him more, one of the better fantasy guys, because he had the most like rushing upside and athleticism there. Are we on the clock? I can't see.
We're on the clock. Yes.
Okay. Why don't we just do Gunnar Helm?
I'm in. Texas. Let's go. Bang. All right.
As we're
That's the
talking
team.
about it.
Yeah, right. That's the team. Kyler, Bryce, Gino, Brees, Pollard, Spears, Corum, Brashard, Smith, Tootin, Chase, Harrison, Metcalf, Addison, and Buka, Harris, Coker, Wilson. I love that receiver room. And then Hawkinson,
nice.
JT, and Gunnar, Helm. You down to stick around? How many likes did we get? I think we got 30. Let me double check though. We're exactly at 30. So you down to do one more?
I am. Let me go grab a water real quick, and I will be set.
Sounds good. Hey, Hames, thank you for reminding me to name the draft because I always forget. I appreciate that. Looking out for me. I'm going to do that right now. Okay. Draft with Steph. Bang. Thank you, Hames. I appreciate you. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. One more draft. Big board. We're hopping in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Waiting for one. Yeah, you guys are already in here, you sickos. You guys get in here before I get in here. I might have to start going in earlier on the countdown. Or wait, maybe not. Aaron, Simo. Those are the only two names I recognize. Maybe you guys didn't get in here. Maybe you guys are in the overflow. If you're in here, drop that you're in here. Biff Tannen's in here. Oh no. I don't want to get. You want a knuckle sandwich, buddy? I'm gonna get a water too. Give me a sec. I got a water too.
All right. Sorry, Biff. I apologize for giving you an F-. I didn't know that was your team. He was not happy with me on Pete's team after I gave Pete his bad
Biff
grade.
Tannen?
I really wasn't paying attention to his team even. Like, I thought he had 4 quarterbacks, and Pete asked me straight up like what I thought of it, and I was like half asleep, still in bed, and I just like typed something to be funny, and then when I made a tweet, like I was like about it, and he's like F- on your team, and he's like, how does it feel? And I was like, oh shit, I did not mean to do that to your team. I felt really bad.
No.
So he's like, I'm going to get my revenge on Stephanie.
Yeah. Also too, I did say that I was going to have a dent in my head. The dent, I just looked, the dent is in my head for sure. So I don't know if you can see it.
From the wet hair?
From the wet hair.
I hair still. A lot of guys don't have that, you know?
No, look at this here, right? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a dent in my head. So I don't know how I'm going to fix that, if it'll be better by tomorrow, if it'll be school ready or not, but I guess
you have
we'll
a cheat?
find out. A what now?
A cheat, like the straightener, that, hair iron.
I don't know what that is now. I don't even know what that is.
You don't know a hair iron. You don't know that. Well,
you know what I do?
That would fix it.
I have this Old Spice, like a pomade, I guess you could call it. Whatever that's called.
There's a lot of hair products, but pomade is one of them.
Yeah, I think it's a white cream, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but it smells good, and it.
No comment. Where's the other?
Yeah, god damn it! I guess I didn't. I didn't think that one through. So I just there's a little bit on right here. There takes 2 seconds, and we're good to go.
It might be mousse. It might be gel. It could be a few
Do I have
things.
to go get it now? Do I have to go get it? I think that's right there. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back.
Okay, we're gonna see, and I can tell you by the consistency. So we're in the 12th spot here. I can't make the pick, so hopefully he makes it back in time.
All right, Old Spice better sponsor me. Whatever this is what I use.
That looks like pomade. It does look like pomade.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pomade.
Okay. It says paste.
A little bit usually goes a long way. It's styling paste, pomade. It's the same thing.
Yeah, with beeswax. It's got beeswax in it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's for the texture.
I don't even know what that means. Whatever. All right. All right. We were
Where-
at the 101 last time. We're at the 112. So we're gonna have two
Sounds good to
completely
me.
different teams.
Yeah, I know
Let's
what I'm
see.
hoping
I know,
for
yeah.
here.
I think we're all hoping for the same thing here. No,
Probably.
probably not. Yeah, didn't get him. You were hoping
Um,
BCA as well, I'm guessing.
yes, of
Yeah.
course. Why don't we? Are you down to go Genty
Yeah, definitely
with
down. I
one
feel
of
like a
them?
1-1
And
tank.
then, I mean, we could double. I don't want to get far behind, and then, or we could take like maybe like Drake London or Bowers or something. I mean, unless you want to go double running back, but I'm a little scared. I don't want to get buried. I don't know
Yeah.
how many people from this room got in.
Yeah. I don't think it was that many, honestly. We can go Genty. I could be down to get unique. Like, what about Genty and like McLaurin? You know, something like.
I can't pass him. But I'd rather do AJ Brown if we were going to do that.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do AJ Brown though, because I do love it. He's my favorite second round pick. Let's go. AJ
I do
Brown.
feel like there's a tier break between them and the next.
Yeah, I agree. I was just trying to see.
Yeah, I don't
we
mind
did
getting a little more unique to like go down. Like if they weren't on the board or something, like that's why I got the other turn. I feel like it's a little flatter with those, but I do feel like still like AJ Brown and London and Ladd are still a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah,
Even
Ladd's
though,
ADP is fallen since the thing opened.
yeah.
Yeah, I was out on him at where I think he was going like right, like I think his ADP was like what was it? It was like 17. It's 19 now, so it hasn't fallen that much farther, but I don't know.
I think it should have though. I think I feel like he was a little overpriced, possibly.
100%. Yeah, I don't even know if I have that much Ladd anyway. I got 3%. I don't have a ton of Ladd.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, Alex. See? There you go. Again, Old Spice. Sponsor me. Sponsor me, please.
Do you have the? I feel like every man I used to know, like older, like dad, used to have the spray deodorant, the Old Spice.
Definitely not a spray deodorant guy. 100% not. 100%.
That's all I ever thought. It was like I remember every older guy I ever saw, like always had like it in their bathroom. All my friends' parents and stuff. It was like all had the Old Spice.
I remember so there's this place called and so in 6th grade and middle school there's a school field trip every year. You go like up north Minnesota. Is if MDS is still in here, he may know what I'm talking about. It's called Wolf Ridge. It's like the entire 6th grade class from our middle school goes up there. We spend like a week there. A week, 6th graders, just whatever, like overnight. It's like the first time like a lot of people like spend like a week away from like their parents, you know, because it's a school trip kind of thing. So, and it's like we're living in like dorms pretty much, like as a 6th grader. So it's like 6 to 7 6th graders in a single room where there's bunk beds, the whole deal. And like you can imagine how that would go. Like it's like it was like if a boy was spotted in the girls like wing, because there's like separate wings, or like vice versa, it was like you're just like done, like you're off the trip, you're done. It was like that. It was like a huge deal for obvious reasons. But I say all that to say there was like a bunch of shenanigans going on, as you can expect. I remember somebody took you know what axe bombing is? You know what that is?
I have a pretty good idea.
So you take
we had our own version, and I know how axe smells.
Yeah, you take duct tape and you put it on. It's like a grenade. You took duct tape, you put the spray thing down, and
okay.
so it just keeps spraying, and then you throw it in someone's room. So it was just axe bombs. It was like kids went out of their way to make sure they went to Target to get the axe. It was like a preemptive, like we're gonna axe bomb the shit out of somebody. So that was fun.
I went to summer camp, like sleepaway camp, for many years as a kid, and up till I was like probably like 14, 15. So it was the same thing. It was like we're like living away for a month, and everybody's in cabins, like separate, the girls, the boys from the age groups. And it was the same, like we'd do pranks all the time. We used to have like the colored flashlights. So like we'd have a lookout, and somebody would like turn the red light, like stop. That meant like somebody was coming. You were going to get caught. Like we try to sneak to the guy's side. We do the shaving cream in the hands, like try to tickle their face where people like hit it. and hands in warm water, like try to make
Yep.
like supposedly people pee themselves.
I
And
don't even think that works. I never
silly
heard
things.
anybody
I
that
don't know.
works.
That's why I said supposedly on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we had, I mean, we toilet papered and made a mess and did silly string and all
Yeah.
sorts of different things. I mean, at least pranks back then were pretty harmless, though. I feel like kids nowadays, it's a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what kids do for pranks nowadays. Like I don't even like it's probably like ruin your life on social media. I feel like that's
I
what
would
it's
like honestly, like cyberbullying. I'm so glad like stuff like that wasn't around when I was a kid because I feel like, especially as a girl, girls are like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
horribly mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's
I
see.
kind of got like the beginning of it. Like Instagram, Snapchat, like was really popping. Like it just like kind of started coming out like right like when I was like in middle school, so like it's around in high school, all that. Like I remember when Snapchat first added like the chat function. You used to just do pictures, but now you can like text. Like I remember that. Like I was in high school. So it's like I was kind of around for like the beginning part of that, but I feel like it's so much worse now. All right.
I mean, Josh Allen is pretty
I
far
like
past,
Josh Allen.
and that might be really unique because I don't know how many people would ever do that with AJ Brown because they're
Yeah.
usually going to go for Hurts. And
Uh-huh.
then how about maybe like Worthy or somebody?
I don't draft a ton of Worthy. I'll be down to do it though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with a couple of those receivers, but
Like
yeah,
Pet,
I think he makes
Flowers,
sense.
Smith. Let's go Worthy. I think he's got some
Yeah, if you
juice.
don't have much, I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like Rice has a lot of injury stuff right now,
Mhm.
so it makes sense to make a bet
Yeah.
on that. And if again, it's one of those, I'm not taking my Travis Kelce. I don't want to
Mhm.
be completely out on the offense.
Yeah.
So take somebody.
Yeah. I just missed the MySpace thing. I was like
I
Facebook
was
was the first
MySpace.
one. Yeah. Facebook was the one for me where it's like I remember Facebook in like elementary school. Like that was I
See,
remember like yeah.
MySpace was great because we had the top 8. So it's like you were picking your top friends to be on there, and that used to cause all sorts of drama.
Oh, was that a
you
thing?
would
I didn't
very
know that.
purposefully. Oh yeah, you'd very purposefully choose to like knock off if you were mad at your friend. That's how you found out someone's. There was some drama. Somebody would kick you off of their top 8.
That's gotta be
your
tough.
friend, like, and then you're like, oh damn, and then it's like this person is now on there, and you could add like your favorite songs to it, and you
Yep.
could like change your wallpaper and things. So yeah, so you'd go there and you'd have your song on there that you liked that was
Yeah.
like your mood of the day, of the week, of the month, whatever. It was.
Yeah, this is the stuff you hear about in like movies, It's like old movies. It's like, oh, she wrote about this. I feel like that's like
It's not
I don't
that
know.
old. It's not that old. No, I'm kidding.
That's what I feel like because I think I missed that too. Like I don't think I knew. Maybe I did. Maybe like elementary school people wrote stuff. I think maybe elementary school for me, I remember like maybe people writing stuff on like the bathroom wall. I think that could have been a thing.
They used to write on the bottom of the desk too. They used to carve stuff out, write stuff.
Yep.
And then we used to use white out and write all over our backpack and our shoes. We did all sorts of fun things.
Yeah. I'm 29. How old are you again? No, if you don't mind me asking. 29.
Me?
Yeah, are you 25? Wasn't that the joke?
I'm not 29, but I will take that.
No, you're 25. I thought you were 25. Wasn't that the joke that Tyler was talking
I
about?
said I was 25, and then Tyler gave me the 29.
Oh man.
I'm a little older than that.
Yeah, I'm like
Most of them know how old I am.
I'm like 19. Just kidding.
I would believe you though. I would believe you.
You think I look 19 when I don't have the.
If you don't shave, probably.
I don't shave, and I think I shaved yesterday. I think I shaved yesterday, the day before. If I don't shave, I look definitely a little younger, and I kind of got like the haircut to go along with it too. So yeah, that doesn't really help my case. And like I kind of dress like the biggest douchebag you've ever seen kind of thing. So that doesn't help my case either. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like I go to the gym, and like I feel like the biggest douche there, even though I'm not. I feel like it because gym attire for me is Air Forces, sweatpants. I'll start in a t-shirt, and then I'll take the t-shirt off and transition into the beater, and then I have the chain that looks fucking sick. That's all. That's me. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like I definitely like. I feel like if someone saw me there, like, oh yeah, that guy's 17 years old, or just a bitch.
Well, I was, kinesiology major in school for my undergrad, so I was in there with all the athletes and working out all the time. And I worked in gyms all through college and taught classes and did personal training. And so I lived in the gym and I was one of the only girls always in there, lifting heavy and doing stuff. So it was like I was around all the. So I'm like, no. And it's funny because the guys, it was like the dudes sure they looked. A lot of times those were the really nice guys. And then it was like, like these really big guys, they were like so super sweet. Like, and then it was like these, guys that I could have ended up lifting more than that had these attitudes and were the real tools.
There was a guy today. I literally there was a guy in there today, and it wasn't even like anything he was wearing. It was what he did. I wrote in my group chat. I was so mad at this guy. Like it's just like gym etiquette. So here's what I'll even read you what I wrote verbatim. Maybe I have to edit some stuff. Yeah, I definitely have to edit some stuff out in this text of what I can say on stream. I said this is the clean version. Some dude wants to superset bench press. There's only, keep in mind, this is at 5 p.m. This is peak gym hours. And there are only 3 bench presses in this gym. And it's like a big gym. And there's only 3 bench presses, which is a problem in itself. But that's beside the point. Some dude wants to superset bench press with like a single arm bench press. So like one where like there's levers on each side, which is like another way to do bench press if someone's on the bench. So he's like doing 2 of those. He's supersetting that, but not before he chats to his buddy for 5 minutes between.
Well, you're not supersetting. As soon as you start chatting, you're no longer supersetting. You are taking a longer rest period, and I'm going to work in, and you need to get the hell off.
Exactly.
Like if you're in there doing it, like if you want to do a drop set, if you want to do things, like don't take your rest.
Yes.
Go at it.
Yes, and
people that want to set up and film themselves in there, no.
Yeah.
No.
Some guy I saw this happen. Some guy went to like the single arm one. I don't even know what you call that, the lever one, whatever it's called. And he was like, "Can I hop
cables
on
a D handle?"
Yeah.
Or whatever handle you're using.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
we're on the clock.
Let's see here.
So I said before, why don't we do Travion or
I Travion. Let's do Travion.
And then let's do a receiver.
Which receiver?
Let's see. Go to receivers.
Yeah.
So we can see them all.
Reed, I like Godwin, Pickett. I want to.
I'm fine with any of them, honestly. Yeah. Maybe who do we have? Well, we have Josh Allen. So
yeah, I get.
Why don't we go Godwin?
I like that. A little more safer receiver because we got Worthy. I feel like Worthy, big spike week guy. Godwin, a little bit more safe, might help us in the regular season a tad more.
Well, hopefully he's healthy.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. So yeah, just to finish this off, guy went to the guy wasn't on the machine. He goes up and he asks the guy, he's looking around because there's like 3 45s on each side. He's like, is somebody on this? And then the guy whatever, they start talking. He's like, he definitely motions like, can I use this machine? And the guy was like, you can like work in, which is whatever. But it's like, but like the way it was like, because he was like letting him work in like when he like definitely was not using, like they were like definitely going to use it at the same time. He's like, oh no, I'm going to use this first because like, but like again, he's also on the bench press, which is just like, you cannot have 2 machines. I don't even think you should be supersetting like that with 2 similar machines during 5 p.m. because
wait, so he was, but I don't understand. Like, why not just do dumbbells in general if you wanted to do that? So you could just do 2 and then 1. Like that doesn't even make sense of why you would do the bench and the cable.
He definitely could have done that. I mean, on the same bench. But it was like that's what he should have done.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you wanted to do the single arm, that would have made sense to me. I mean, now I love cables, so I mean I get it, and you want to work the stability muscles. I could make, but yeah, it's like that's just not. I mean, I don't know, because if you're benching, you're trying to get usually heavier. Like I don't understand why doing that with bench. It would make more sense to do maybe that with a ball bench press or something. There's other exercises that I would personally put in, but I'm not making his workout program. So, or, maybe doing some push-ups or
I'm not gonna lie. He was yoked. He was a bbig guy. He definitely he looked good.
I mean, when you're doing bench, usually you're going for like trying to increase, you want to get strength, you're trying to lift as heavy as you can, and you're not being you're doing more endurance stuff when you're doing that. Yeah. And muscle balance for your single. I could talk about working out all day. We could end up. I'm like, we could go down this rabbit hole of By the end, I'll be writing everybody a chest workout. We could do push pull. We could just do.
Yeah. My favorite is just to talk about the stuff I see in the gym. And I have a group chat. It's me and 3 other dudes. And we just like talk about the stuff we see. And it's just like, here's another, like, this is another one from today. Top 3 worst things about, I'll leave the gym out. Top 3 worst things about blank gym. When the quote trainers reserve a rack and then don't even use it. There's a ton of stuff in here too. It's just so funny. It's just us venting about why we hate the gym, but it's like every one of us love the gym. So it's just funny to vent about stuff that you never say to anyone's face. Yeah. It's stuff all this stuff we say is stuff that we would never say to anyone's face.
Well, of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the way it goes. It's the way, but that's the way the gym works. Like I asked the guy yesterday, it was busy. It was on Monday. I was doing chest. It was on Monday. Everything was packed. There's no chest thing open. I just asked the guy, I was like, hey, can I work in on incline with you on an incline bench press? He's like, sure, man. He's like, no one ever asks here. Like no one ever asks. Like, of course you can, man. I was like, oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, that's normal etiquette. Like
it's normal etiquette, but no one ever does it. Like I've never once got asked, and I've gone to the gym like every day, like not every day, but like pretty consistently since 2020, like commercial gym, that whole thing. And I've never been asked once if someone could work in with me. And I would definitely say yes, but I've never been asked.
Yeah, I mean, you should, unless there's like some specific reason of like you're maybe doing like a super, like a giant with no rest or something that you like don't have. But for the most part, especially if it's a really crowded, like you say, and there's not that many benches, bench presses, squat machine, squat racks, everything, then you're gonna have to share and get along.
Maybe the beater's throwing, is deterring people from asking. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, we're 1-2-3-0 right now. 1-2-3-0. Kind of like the way that sounds. We got some options on the board here.
We got some interesting stuff going, but I wasn't planning on it, but it's too good to pass up. And never mind.
Yeah,
I wasn't wanting it, but I was like, well, if they're gonna give it to us, then sure.
Yeah. I still like getting another receiver here. Whether that's
I like Downs.
Mooney. I like Downs too. I like Downs. I think I like Downs over Myers. You want to go Downs?
Yes.
All right, let's do that.
I am Downs.
I like it. I like it. I like Jonnu over. If we're gonna go tight end, I like him over Andrews personally. Otherwise,
we could do that.
I don't love the running backs here.
No, unless we wanted to pull up and do. Let's see.
What do you like?
I'm fine. I don't get Jonnu ever, so that's fine.
Why don't you like Jonnu? You don't like you're out on Jonnu?
No, it's more just that I don't usually have the luxury pick. I feel like at that spot to go tight end yet.
Yeah.
So it's like I've either gone earlier tight end or then a later. Because no, I do like Jonnu.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I'm like, hitting up like quarterback there, but we already have an early one, so it's like we didn't have to do it. I said if Mahomes had fallen.
Yeah. We were were you in the chat? Were you in the chat the other day when we were talking about we were just like talking about like old college running back highlight tapes? Were you in the chat for that?
No.
Yeah, we were talking about like we watched the little what were we talking? Like, we pulled up like Leonard Fournette stuff and like just like sick like who was everyone's like favorite like college like running back like film, like Tavon Austin got thrown around, all those guys and like whatever. Oh, we watched the best Earl Campbell, the Earl Campbell highlight. That's like one of the most underappreciated highlights I've ever seen in my life. But it's the most. Now I have to pull it up. Have you seen this thing? Have you this stiff arm from Earl Campbell at Texas? It is the most insane thing you'll ever watch in your life.
Let's watch it.
Here we go. Look at this thing. It's literally already skewed from where I think it's after this play. Yeah, here it is. Look at this thing.
Dang.
He picks up. Look at the ref jumping for joy. Look at this guy. Look at the ref. He just goes.
Wow.
But like, look where he picks him up. He picks him up from the 4. He just throws him into the end zone.
Yeah,
That's like
that
the
is
sickest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
wow.
Yeah. But a Leonard
I mean, he
Fournette,
moves it like with one arm, just like he's nothing.
yeah. Yeah, and then this Leonard Fournette thing came up on my timeline today too. I haven't watched it yet, but I kind of always wanted to like look at some stuff. Like, dude, Leonard Fournette that stiff arm is one we watched on stream.
Playoff Lenny. Here we go.
Yeah, like he was people forget how good he was at LSU. Like he was just a demon. Yeah, look at this.
He was big.
He just
He's
trucked
so
everybody.
big.
He literally trucked everybody.
He's like, get out of my way.
And the other thing too, those LSU teams like sucked, didn't they? Like those like mid. There was like a couple year period where like LSU was like really bad. Not really bad, but like really bad for LSU standards. So why were they playing
we always
Syracuse?
obviously think about all the great receivers, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I want to see because how Leonard Fournette year he played with like there's a quarterback. I forgot what his name was. I remember he was supposed to be like good, and then he was absolutely awful. He played. What years did he play? He played. If Sports Reference will load. What years? 2014, 2015, 2016. Let me see LSU records by year football. I'm pretty sure they were like really bad those years. 2014 they were 8-5. Okay, I'm just tripping. I thought they were worse than this. 8-5, 9-3, 8-4. That's actually not bad. I don't know why I thought they were worse, but they definitely weren't. So, all right, good for them. I spoke bad on them. I spoke bad on them for no reason. Okay.
you might get a gift here. We'll see.
You think so?
I don't know.
You,
Probably not, but we'll see.
Yeah, he goes right
No.
there.
Yeah. You would think the same thing. I was like,
You got Bucky Irving. Okay. That you thought.
Well,
that's
we
the
have
perfect,
well,
that's the
no, we have
perfect
Godwin.
username.
Oh,
but that draft guy, Bucky Irving. That's the perfect username for that situation. You thought. We thought we were gonna get Baker maybe, but no. That's all it was. We thought. Because it was never gonna happen. Because you thought is 10 steps ahead of us. All right. Let's see here. 3 picks away.
Let's get some running backs.
Yeah, running backs would be nice. What do we have again? Genty and Henderson?
This is a good pocket.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some non-rookies too.
I mean, rookies are fun though. Look at us. No.
I love rookies. I gotta have at least like one team with like all rookies. I think I have at least one with like just the entire running back room is just rookies. I heard a stat. I think we were on stream one day and someone was like, the big board team from like last year had like 8 rookies and the one from the year before had none or something, like the winning team. So it's like, what do I do with that? I like B-Rob.
B-Rob is good with me. And then
I like
you want to do Coleman?
Coleman's
only because we have Josh Allen. That's the only reason I'm saying it.
I don't like Coleman individually.
No, I don't either. But no, Pittman would be my top if we.
Let's go Pittman.
Like he's just my top ranked here.
Yeah, same. Because it's just like he was going to what round was it 4 last year? Round 4.
I don't.
I hate him.
I don't remember because I didn't take him there, so I
didn't take him at all.
It was really early.
It's like I'm in on him in round 10 for sure. I'm 100% in on round 10. If he he's still
we already have a little bit of a bet on this offense here. So
do we? Oh yeah, we got Downs. That's right. Yeah, 100%. Hopefully Josh Allen's ex-trainer figures it out with Richardson. That's what everyone's talking about. Oh, Richardson has the same trainer that fixed Josh Allen. Well, guess what? Josh Allen's also Josh Allen. So there's that as well. Josh Allen didn't get hurt every single year he played and didn't quit on his team. So there's some other things there too. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a few other things for sure.
Yeah.
So I know what I want to do with this next turn.
Okay. Do you have an NFL team? NFL team you really like? Oh, there we go. Love it.
I mean, I don't know how much I like them at the moment. Like Jerry drives me up a wall. I think I'd be better off just going into fantasy, but yes. I am. I am a Cowboys fan, so
Okay. 1 to 10 thoughts on the Schottenheimer hire. 1 to 10. 10 being I'm ecstatic about it.
2,
That's
3,
lower than I thought it was gonna be.
3, 4. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to
Yeah.
say maybe it's not going to be horrible.
It does seem like
Other people
such a
on
weird
staff,
hire for the
there's
Cowboys.
some
though.
other people. Well, they like their guys. Like, I mean, I think it was The Price is Right. He was already in the building.
Yeah,
They
I
have
guess.
started to, I think, get some other guys that maybe will be a little better, like mixed in. They've made some other like hires at some of the other positions and stuff that I don't know a ton about, but other people seem to like. So I was like, I'm trying to not go in with a negative attitude at first, but we'll see.
100%.
But last time we've seen him call plays, I mean, he wasn't very creative. I think they're going to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
So
Was the last time he called plays in Seattle?
it wasn't for the Cowboys. I know they were saying that.
Yeah,
on
I
one of
think
the
because I remember
shows.
he was the OC in Seattle with Pete Carroll,
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
pretty
like,
sure that was the last
but
time.
they had a good
Yeah.
year, I think. I think that was like the 1 year
And
where
how many years ago was that?
a long time.
A long time ago.
It was like that
It was a
1
different
year.
time
Yeah,
then as well. It was like
yeah.
the NFL has changed a lot.
It was like that Russell Wilson year where like he had like a MVP start, and I remember it was like, oh, everyone was talking about Russell Wilson's never received an MVP vote. Isn't that crazy? And like he had like this crazy start like to like the month of the season. He was like unbelievable, and then the end of the year like awful, and like still didn't receive an MVP vote. And I think Schottenheimer was the OC for that like run right there because
because he wasn't calling the plays with McCarthy was calling.
yeah,
Plays.
yeah. But don't the Cowboys like to make a splash? Don't they like to like get a flashy like they like it?
I mean, Jerry picks
time.
his moments, but
Yeah.
he's also very cheap. But they did say that they are going to be selectively aggressive in free agency this year. Whatever
I feel like
means.
I don't know.
Whatever
That feels like an excuse for being cheap.
Well, it feels like he's going to go after maybe a position. So maybe there is some, because Jerry knows, like he's going to do something to make some sort of way. I mean, like CD was obviously like a smash,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We never really do a ton in free agency. Like they always bring up some has-been washed guy that's a good value.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some, there's a name, there's something they think will get him in the news and maybe people back. Because I mean, a lot of us are pretty mad at the moment. Like, yeah, I could see that fantasy football garage. I have considered that as a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why we let. Did he? Oh no. Well, yeah, that too. We could do, since we have the double already. But he's on the okay. Well, there's a couple of things
he's down there.
I was gonna. Well, I'll wait till this.
We do have Allen, so yeah, it's just like what I just don't know what the other stack would be though. So I don't mind Richardson.
Well, I was gonna say Loveland and Richardson because Loveland could go there.
Yes,
that was what I was gonna do, and I think that would be fun.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. I am in. I am definitely in. I also want to shout out the Hunter. It says, "Yo, Tyler, came across your channel last week. Been a huge Falcons fan. Let's go. Since Keith Brooking, Algie Crumbler, Wark Done days. Love the Underdog content. I appreciate you, Hunter. I appreciate you, man. But I had to shout out a fellow Falcon fan. So I haven't been in the new stadium yet. I really want to go, and I have a ton of buddies who live down there, so I can definitely go. I just need to, get some money and be like, oh yeah, I can actually take a weekend off and actually go down there. Because like the problem is like most of the season is during the high school season. At least like half of it is. So it's like those are half the games I can't make it to. And I was gonna go down. I almost bought a ticket because I was like, oh, they're definitely winning the division. Like they're like 5-2, whatever they were, 4-2, 5-2. I was like, they're definitely going they're definitely making the playoffs. I definitely go to a playoff game. Thank God I didn't, because they did not go to the playoffs. But
Were you one of those doing the playoff best ball that was taking all the Falcons early on?
I
Like
wasn't.
thinking,
No,
oh,
no.
okay, good. At least because
Yeah.
I was seeing that for a while, and I was like, yeah, guys.
Well, I think when the first
Oh
one came out,
no.
when the first
Yeah,
one
when it
came
first
out,
came
like
out,
they
they were
shocked.
still in the
They were
race
in the
for it.
mix, but
So
like
in
that
the
was like
mix,
right
but it
after
was
I think they
still.
got like blown out by, like the Broncos, and I was like, oh, this team
It
sucks.
wasn't looking great. I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you were a fan and keeping that positive mindset, I could have seen it.
I got murdered in playoff best ball. This is like the first year I actually like played, and
Uh
I
huh.
got and I did a stream with Neds, and he kind of taught me like just like the basics of like here's what you should be doing. You want to try and shoot for the Super Bowl, all this stuff. Like what I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
makes sense, yeah. But I didn't even have a team advance to the semifinal. I didn't have a
Oh,
semifinal
really?
team, or like I think I only had like a couple teams make it past round one. I didn't get to round three.
Okay. Yeah, I had a couple, but they were all dead. I didn't have a lot of Saquon, unfortunately. I had a ton of Henry. And then the problem is, like I had like a lot of Josh Allen teams, and then but none of the receivers did anything, and then I didn't have the right mix. I did have a lot of Lions that I got through, but then I didn't get much of
Mhm.
my Kansas City guys through.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
hard. But I've done the playoff stuff for like probably 3 years now. I had one finals team. I think the first year did pretty good, but it's tough because it's hard to advance stuff. It's like the right teams. Like you might have built it, but like you say, there's
Mhm.
there's a lot of pod variants, pod luck in
Yeah,
there too.
yeah. Also, too, kinesiology majors stand up. There we go. There we go. All right.
Yeah, they're all there, and it's coaches too. No.
Yeah. Uh, one thing I'll tell you, the one nice thing about being a substitute is like I don't really teach, They have their stuff they do, and I just kind of oversee and make sure that like no one's like dying. And like if I get a good class, I can just watch Huddle all day. That's what I did today. I just watched a lot of Huddle. And, like just getting ready
Nice.
for next season, making sure I was like, just it's so fun to just like watch back like some of the stuff from the season because like I remember the plays, but then I don't remember them. It's like, oh my god, I cannot believe he threw this, or I can't believe he made this throw. It's just it's a roller coaster going through Huddle. It's just like recapping all the old games and whatever. It's just I can't wait till
Yeah.
I get to coach like youth football. I'm just gonna install our high school offense. It's just gonna maybe not as complicated, but it's definitely just gonna be. I'm gonna use the same. It's like I feel like an OC who's gonna go to like who just switches teams and they bring the verbiage with them. That's what it's gonna feel like. I'm just gonna call everything the exact same way because that's how I just know it. So
That's funny.
yeah. All right. I'm just a substitute teacher, so I don't teach anything specifically. I teach whatever.
Yeah, that's fun because then you can just float in and do whatever you want. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Did
think
science
that would
today.
be fun. That makes sense.
Yeah. Did 6th grade science today. Learning all about well, I don't even remember sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, and some other type of rock, whatever the third one is.
I feel like I should know this. I did. What do you think of doing Ray Davis since we got Josh Allen?
You'd never have to convince me to draft Ray Davis. I'm down.
And
It's not starring though. Come on.
maybe we should double.
Oh no, this is not
running
good.
back here. Oh, okay.
Okay, I think we're good. If I don't touch anything, we should be good. Yeah, let's go, Ray Davis.
Or pull up just running backs real quick.
I like doubling up here, to be honest. I think
that's what I think we should do too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like Gordon.
I like Gordon. I was gonna let's get another. Of course, we need more rookies.
Yes,
we have so much rookies. But
exactly.
That's fine. We'll just rookie it up.
Yeah. This is
One of them will hit. One of them will hit. They'll just switch off. No, I mean I think Genty's pretty safe, and Henderson's should be pretty safe too. So.
And of course, MDS living up there on the Iron Range knows all about the rocks. Igneous rock. That's the rock I was forgetting. Igneous rock. Go. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I was just like, it's like my first time I'd like read like just this thing about rocks for like 15 minutes, and then can't remember the last time I like read something to like a big group of people. It's like I felt like I was back in like middle school doing like the popcorn reading. You just like whatever it was. I think you clap. And then someone else goes or something like that. I forgot what it was. Like it was like You would clap and say a name, and then they would start reading. That's what it was.
Oh, we didn't have all that. We
did that.
That must have been one of the new. I don't know. Is that with the Common Core math and stuff? No, school change. See, I work with special needs kids, and a lot of them aren't like verbal and stuff. So
Gotcha.
I work with like autistic kids. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's a little different. It's like, yeah, I get certain age groups, but developmentally, they're not. So I don't get all the bullying. I don't get where they're not behaving on certain stuff, and then teaching a lot of different types of skills and stuff. So.
Yeah. There, I was like almost like and I was like kind of scared to read. I was like, oh God, I haven't read like to people in a while. Like I sometimes I do it on stream. I'll read a little bit, but it's like I don't know. I felt like I was back in middle school, just trying to like, God, I hope I don't mess up this reading. And it's like I'm like the youngest sub they probably have ever had too. That's the other thing. It's like I feel like all like the other subs, at least in the district, are like older. So then like I think they just try and fuck with me on purpose. Like they think
they
I'm
probably
like,
want to see what they can get away with. I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. And I remember like the first time I ever subbed, I like kind of let them walk all over me a little bit. And I was like, man, I remember they left and I was like, okay, I gotta shut this shit down right away. I can't just assume that they're going to be like good students. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't just assume that. That's a bad assumption. So like the next class. So now from now on, if they act out right away, he's like, hey, quiet, be quiet for that. I was just like, shut it down right away. I feel like I got it down. It's like coaching, You just got, and sometimes one time I did snap on somebody, like a kid, and I felt bad because it was like a coach like reflex. Like someone did something, and I was just like, hey, stop it. I was like, okay. I felt bad. I was like, hey, sorry, coaching came out of me. That's my bad.
No, it's all good.
All right.
Let's see. What should we do?
We're good at RB, right? I think receiver.
Yeah, we could definitely hit some receivers again.
Yeah, I like double
break.
tapping receiver.
I mean, because we're done at quarterback. I'm fine staying at 2 with Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. We could even get I think one more tight end wouldn't hurt, but I think we could be fine at tight end.
We don't have to. I feel like I think 3, but we can wait. Yes. Like it could be a later guy.
Yeah.
We can kind of just.
We can
put a bunch. Yeah. I mean,
they're gonna want triple.
Do we have? We already have triple Indy, possibly. Yeah, we could probably skip the Indy thing. We've already got.
Oh, for Loveland, you saying Indy? Yeah, I've
yeah,
seen
that's what that's what my thought was when we took him.
Okay, gotcha. I feel like people are more in on Io Manor across the board than, or more in on Royals than Io Manor across the board. From what
maybe I actually think I like, but I'm good with. More? I think I do. I mean, they're close.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hate doing both. Yeah.
Let's just do both. Io Manor, Higgins. Or I guess Royals is gone. Let's go Io Manor, Higgins.
Yeah, Royals is gone. Otherwise, I would have been Royals over Higgins.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think, yeah.
To our first rookie wide receivers too, so that's fun.
There we go.
Yeah. Green bean. Someone must tell these kids to shut the fuck up sometimes. Might as well be a coach. Oh man. Yeah, it's whatever, It's not. I don't even look at it as their fault. It's the iPad's fault. It's whoever let them have iPads at starting at grade 1. It's their fault. I don't know who's responsible, but that's whose fault it is.
Mom and dad who don't want to,
Well, I'm talking about at the school too.
Watch it.
Yeah, they get about the school.
I know. I have kids that were, like I said, I work with the special needs, and they wouldn't talk, but they knew how to work that damn iPad perfectly, and you couldn't get it from them.
Yeah. Now I'm being accused of being called 50 years old. Now I'm just saying, I feel like there is a direct correlation, and this is not even me just saying it. I was talking to some of the other teachers there who had been around the block for a while, and they were like, it all went to shit when the iPads came, and I could definitely see that.
Oh yeah, no, it's horrible. I would have some that was no, these kids are beyond addicted to them, and so I mean, there's levels. Like you say, it's fine to use it for some of the educational stuff, But a lot of these parents, they don't want to do anything. So they're like, here, watch your TV, watch YouTube shorts or whatever they watch, because they don't watch TV anymore, or even movies, music. They just like are all living on YouTube. So it's like, I mean, when we were kids, it was like we were outside playing, and it was like we did stuff,
Yeah.
And now they just sit there and
Who Ames is basically saying I'm an old man yelling at a cloud, I think is what that comment is.
Pretty much.
Well, I actually took a class in college called Mass Media Addiction. It was like one of my favorite classes I ever took. A teacher who like wrote research papers about what we're literally talking about, and just he had the numbers, he had the research to back up all the claims he was making. And I think he's right, because I feel like you look around and it feels like he's right. And not only is he just like, he has kids of his own. He didn't give his daughter an iPhone until she, I think, was like 16 or like 18. And this is like in like the 2020s. It was like happening in real time. He'd always tell us about it. And everyone in the class was like, oh my God, your daughter must like not be popular or something like that. He's like, no, she plays sports, all this stuff. Like, she doesn't need an iPhone. Like it's just like a whole thing of like the numbers behind all that stuff. I think it's really fascinating personally. I think I'm definitely more of a subscriber to like the more conservative side than like the more like give your kid an iPad at age 1 side. I think for sure, for me personally. But again, I'm not going to tell people how to run their household. So
yeah, no, I same thing. I mean, I agree. I think it takes you away from like family time. It takes you away from talking to people like in person. Like everybody's just texting each other and in chat rooms and stuff. It's like, and you miss out on so much in life. It's like you're sitting there just with your head on your phone, or caring about getting what you think the perfect picture, instead of enjoying the moment and being and living in the moments. And
that is
doing
crazy when you see like
it's
those like
I don't know. I could go off for a while about
it is
stuff.
crazy when you see like those like like those like there'll be like a clip of like a big sports moment from like baseball or basketball, and it's like everyone whatever. Now it's everyone like this.
Yep, exactly.
Whatever. And it is kind of crazy to like see like the difference between like the two pictures, because you'll see like it is like LeBron's. I think one of them was like when LeBron scored his became the NBA history. It's like everyone like this, and then you got like Kobe like for going for 81. And it's just everyone like in the moment, like, oh my God, I was there, like it was crazy kind of thing. But yeah. All right, we're coming up on the clock. Let's see here, tight end wise. You think a tight end here? What are you thinking? What position?
Yeah, why don't you pull up just tight ends real quick?
Yeah.
We could do Arroyo. I like.
Yep. Yeah, Arroyo.
I like Mason Taylor. I like both of them.
Mm-hmm. You want to go Arroyo?
Sure.
Let's do it. Go Arroyo, and then I get a QB.
We can do running back or receiver, honestly.
Yeah, I don't mind. I kind of like going receiver here, to be honest. Do you like Tolbert or no?
I have not taken any. I do not like him.
All right.
I don't think he's very good.
That's what I felt last
week. Ooh. I don't know. Where are the rookies? We need to pull up some rookies.
You like Savion? Noel? I like Noel.
Or we could do Noel, since we didn't do Higgins.
No, we did Higgins, but we can have both. They're not playing.
Yeah, they're not going to be. They're not going to be on the same team anymore at this point.
Exactly right. Yeah. So then we can just end it. I kind of like ending with. I feel like the 18th round receivers are slightly better than like the 20th round receivers, and I like the 20th round running backs more than I like the 20th round receivers. Personally, it's a very slight thing for me, but
it depended. Yeah, like just in the room, because we got. Sometimes it was like some of them. It's like they've been drying up for a while. It's gotten harder because people are taking all the guys you like.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a ton of rookies in our running back room, so I guess we could also maybe go the other way and go boring at the end.
Yeah, just draft like Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell. I like Keaton Mitchell.
Keaton Mitchell could be fun. I mean, definitely if he's healthier, and in theory, like he was amazing.
Here's what my thing with Keaton Mitchell.
His first year.
Yeah, he took Justice Hill's job as a rookie. Like he
had like 6 yards per carry, something like that. It was insane. His efficiency was was ridiculous. Like I loved him. I took him a lot last year, but it didn't quite pan out.
Yeah.
Some hoping he would, but now he should be a lot more healthy, even though, coming off the injury. So, but Justice Hill was extended. I actually do Justice Hill sometimes on builds, especially if I feel like I need just some floor, because I do think he's going to have a role still.
Yeah.
And they did extend him, so they do like him, but both of them can make sense to mix in back here for sure.
Was this an Iowa State joke, MDS? Was this an Iowa State joke between Higgins and Noel? Or
I think so.
Yeah. They didn't play together, did they? They might have actually. They might have been around for the same time.
I'm not 100% sure. It's possible.
Yeah, because Purdy was drafted. This was year 3 for Purdy.
Yeah, this is Purdy's 3rd year.
I guess it would make sense if they were there together. I don't know the transfer. If one could have transferred today, who freaking knows? But one's probably from like JUCO, the other one's probably from like Old Dominion or some shit. Who knows anymore?
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you one question I do want to ask, do you play any of the like anything other than NFL best ball? Like any like basketball, baseball, hockey, anything like that? Do you play like dailies or anything like that?
No, I've really just done NFL stuff. I mean, I'm a dynasty player too, and things like that. But no, it's just been NFL. I haven't it's just like it's either all or nothing for me. So it's like I don't know if I would have the time to like learn another sport to like that extent. Like I can't just half-ass it or throw something in.
That's fair, yeah.
But I know a lot of people love baseball, the people that do fantasy. Like I've heard it's a lot of fun.
I've been threatening my chat to do a baseball draft on stream for a while. I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the perfect time. Like with the combine coming up, definitely not going to do it then. Like we're gonna be live on the channel during the 40s for the quarterbacks, receivers, tight ends. So we're gonna find out in real time if our parlay hits, which will be fun. And yeah, so we'll be live for that. So make sure you're on Saturday. I think it said on Underdog that it's at I think it's at noon or something like that. I think it said on the.
Yeah, I'll be around. I mean, I'll be watching all day on Saturday.
Oh yeah, same.
I mean, I'll watch Friday too. I know Friday's the tight ends, so I'll watch them. Well, whoever's actually doing something, since they all.
It says 12 p.m. Central. 12 p.m. Central is when it's listed on Underdog, but that could be anything. That could just be when. I think someone said they do broad jumps and vertical jumps first, which would make sense. So maybe we'll get the 40s after that. But either way, we're gonna be live for those. I'm gonna make sure that we're live for the 40s. That's gonna be an absolute blast. Wait, can you only watch it on NFL Plus? It's not on NFL Network anymore?
Oh, I hope so.
It better be on NFL Network. It probably is.
I'm gonna be really sad.
Yeah, it better be on NFL Network. It better not be on NFL.
I don't know
Plus.
for sure.
But if it is, I'm buying it because I have to watch it. So but yeah, so make sure you're on for that stream. People in the chat. And there's one thing else I was gonna say. I forgot what it was. But oh yeah, just the baseball thing. Like I'm waiting for the perfect time to just drop like the tweet. Day 47, we're ripping a dinger today. Like I already have 2 thumbnails mocked up too. I already have them ready to go. I'm just waiting to do at the right time to drop it. That's all I'm doing.
Well, now that at least you've got the bets made, you know that it's happening and you could get to that part and get it in. So
yeah.
All right, let's look at these running backs real quick.
All right. Anyone stand out to you?
Let's keep scrolling. Let's see who's there. Keep scrolling.
I think Jaden Blue is really fun. I don't know if he's gonna be.
I haven't taken any Jaden Blue.
Oh, he's so fast. That's the only reason I like him. Let's go ETN on this one. I saw some good stuff about ETN.
Or I've taken ETN before.
Okay, and then we got 1 pick left. Where do you want to spend on receiver or running back?
Let's see.
Kirk's probably. We could get one of the vets that suck.
How about Gabe Davis? Isn't a bad pick, I don't think.
I like it.
If he's there in the 20, he's not usually there in 20. So
yeah. Fun fact: Gabe Davis and Darnell Mooney signed the exact same contract this offseason. Or him, Gabe Davis, Judy, and Mooney all signed 3-year. I think it was 19 a year. It was like the exact same contract for all 3 of them. And Gabe Davis is definitely the outlier of that group.
For sure. But I mean, it's like if he stays healthy, he's going to catch a couple. He's going to have
100%.
I'm with you. Or he's going to catch some touchdowns, and it's around 20. It's like you don't need except 1 or 2 games to pay off that price, and you're very happy.
100%.
I mean, I
100%
remember
agree.
taking Gabe Davis way earlier for many.
Yeah.
taking that
Yeah.
one.
Was
And
it
it's funny
5
that we did it.
touchdowns or 4 touchdowns that he had in that AFC divisional game? That
It was a
crazy
lot.
Chiefs.
It was a
It was like
lot.
4, I
I
think.
don't
Yeah.
remember if it was 4 or 5, but yeah. And
Yeah.
it's kind of funny that we took him on our Josh Allen team.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah, that is fun. That is fun. All right. Well, hey, I think that's going to do it for the stream today. Thank you so much for coming on. Plug whatever you need to plug.
I mean, in season, you can catch my waiver column that I'm doing weekly over there on Legendary Upside. It focuses a lot on the high stakes FFPC stuff, but I also do home leagues. I'll be I do ship chasing in season, and right now I'm helping out with some dynasty ranks, and I will probably be writing something shortly. I haven't quite figured out exactly what, but I will probably have an article or two come out during the off season here over at Legendary Upside. You can find most of my work, and you'll see me in Underdog drafting teams. Come say hi on Twitter. That's about it.
There we go. Hey, thanks. We'll get to watch our parlay hit live on Saturday on stream. So make sure you send me your Venmo on Saturday because I feel pretty confident that things are gonna hit.
Right.
We're gonna make some freaking money off that absolute heater of an entry. Just for in case anyone is coming in late, let me pull it. I don't even know how to get to it on the here it is. Here we go. Judkins faster. Sampson faster. Henderson faster. Trey Harris faster. That's money right there. I said on my tweet today, this is millions of dollars worth of information right here. That is not gambling advice. Bet responsibly, please. But millions of dollars is at stake on this parlay. Don't get too caught up in the $100 that's up here. Just think about what it could be. All right. Just think about what this could roll over to be. $100 could turn into 10 more or 4 more BBM entries. That's millions right there. So that's my thought process of how this becomes millions. So if we win BBM this year, it's going to come back to this parlay that you and I made on February 26th.
We got it. Everything's documented. I love it.
Exactly. All right. We are out of here. We will see you tomorrow. Again, Off the Schneid's coming on tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. Be there or be square. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.